you didn't realize how crowd centric the comedy in particular, like that shit came to a screeching halt on one day. It feels like, right?
Yeah. The comedy club I work at in New York City is called the Comedy Cellar, and they're very successful. So, like, when before we got the full lockdown, it was just the first thing they did was say we had to lower the capacity. So if your capacity was 200 people, you had to go to 50%, so it was 100 people. So we still had shows rocking when all the other comedy clubs kind of closed for their doors because they would only get a couple of people. But then once they put in the official
Like 10 people
all
joint.
businesses, all the first thing they did was bars, clubs, theaters, all that kind of stuff. And like as they were saying it on the news, I was like, oh, that's everything I do. By the grace of God, I've actually been doing really well lately. Where like when I first left the radio, I was like, oh man, am I gonna have a career or a life? And actually, like I've been saying to myself lately, wow, this is going really well, knock on wood. And then boom, this hits, and I was like, wow, I didn't realize how much of my life was because the shows
Dependent.
are. There's a lot of comedians that do shows for 20 people or
Mhm.
30 people. And I'm blessed to get some really good shows and travel with some really famous people. So like, and I'm on the high end of the middle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm in the middle, but I'm on the high end because of who I roll with. And it has all stopped. And I was like, wow. I did not. The good thing I'm good with money. Is I've always been good with money, especially since I had kids. And when I left my job, I was like, oh, you never know when shit could go wrong. So like, I don't wild out with money. But yeah, it just literally just all stopped.